Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Heart of the Swarm exhibitions here from the MLG studios in New York City. My name is axeltoss. I am joined on the line by TT1 from Root Gaming. We're currently commentating a best-of-7 show match between Whitera and Dragon. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into game number 4 of these two gentlemen. It's going to be on Star Station, a map selected by Dragon. And TT1, I want to ask, what do you make of this map choice here from Dragon?
It's a very open map, so Bio is going to be extremely strong on it. And unfortunately for us and both players, we're spawning in close position, so it's going to be hard to see this game going past 3 bases, if that even. I think 3 bases should be, both players should secure the 3rd bases, but it's going to be hard for both of them to secure the 4ths. But yeah, like I said, this is a very open map, so Bio is going to be very effective against HoTS Deathball armies in general.
Yeah, of course, you know, this just means that, you know, potential bio time is going to hit that much faster than the natural expansion. It's not like a 2-ramp or a 2-force field natural expansion like a map like Ohana. It's decently wide open, of course. Protosses have Photon Overcharge now, which can help a little bit against those bio pushes, but we'll have to see what Dragon decides to incorporate here. We see Whitera scouting after Pylon.
Yeah,
it's a very big map, so it makes sense. What do you make of this scout timing here from?
Yeah, I like it because, like you pointed out, it is a 4-player map, and I think it's essential for Protoss to know that it's essential for Protoss to know whether or not Terran is going for a gas first these days. Like I pointed out before, 1-base builds are going to be so strong for Terran, especially on this patch. So yeah, Whitera is playing smart. He's scouting, but unfortunately for him, he's gonna spot Dragon at the last position. So I don't think he's going to be able to see whether or not he's going for a gas or not.
So what you know, since he knows now that his opponent is close position, how does he adjust his build compared to as if his opponent was, say, cross positions?
Well, he doesn't have the scouting information, so I would assume he's going to go for his the safest build, which is in his arsenal, the one that's best against everything in general. I don't know what that build is. For me personally, it was 1 Gate Expo pre-patch. I haven't tested a lot of new builds out, so I don't know if 1 Gate Expo is going to be safe against gas first builds. But yeah, we've seen Whitera, there we go, second gas. We've seen him open double gas a lot, so apparently he's going for this double gas style. So I guess he's had experiences in the past where Terran 1-base openers were a bit too strong, so he's kind of opting to go for this double gas style if he doesn't have any scouting information.
Yeah, I mean, in game 1, you know, he did go for double gas and still got a fast expansion on the field, which he could potentially do here, but of course, you know, he could just decide to tech really, really fast as well, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Starting warp gate already, Cone boosting out a Stalker, wanting to get that SCV out of there, so we'll have to see. He probably could be just a straight up Stargate right now, or he might just save up for the Nexus, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he does. He is going for a Stargate, it seems like. And the chrono boosted Stalker is just so he could have the Stalker reach his sellout as soon as possible. So he could check out Dragon's Marine count. Usually, a good Protoss player can tell what the Terran is doing just based off of their Marine count. So, had Dragon gone for a 2 racks reactor tech lab, he usually has 3 Marines while the 4th and 5th Marine are coming out. Because you have to Marine cut so you could get the reactor up. Had he gone for a CC first, he would have had 4 Marines. And did Whitera actually see the?
He saw
CC?
the command center. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he did see the CC. So yeah, he sent his well, he should know that it's not a CC first, judging just from the HP of the command center. Yeah. But yeah, like I was trying to say, like, if it is a factory build, Terran usually has 5 Marines because they don't Marine cut. They just constantly build Marines. So by the time your Zealot and Stalker is there, they have 5 Marines. And if it's a no gas CC, they have to cut 1 Marine so they can build their CC. So they usually have 4 Marines. That's how you can kind of evaluate what Terran is going for. Obviously, a lot of Terrans switch up their builds, so it's kind of hard. But in general, if you're playing a good Terran player, you can kind of evaluate what he's doing just based off of that information.
All right, we see Dragon going very fast into the factory. The Starport Viking on the way. Nothing out just yet from that factory. Likely going to be a tank. I don't see another reason to get that tech lab otherwise, unless he wants to do a quick switch to the Banshee. But no, there's the tank in production. Marines in production at the same time. But here comes Whitera with a bit of a push.
Very
using
nice.
that Oracle for high ground vision. and also using Pulsar Beam.
Very
to
nice.
get some damage done as well. Going to take out a supply depot here, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, don't lose a Stalker.
He's going to lose a Stalker. And
oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh, that was going so well for Whitera until that happened.
And then he loses a Stalker, a Zealot, and an Oracle in exchange for a supply depot and a few Marines, which means units lost is going to be in Dragon's favor at this point, almost by double, 575 to 350, and Dragon lifting that orbital to the to his natural expansion.
This is a really tough spot for Whitera because he opened double gas, he went for a tech-heavy build.
Yep.
He didn't do enough damage. Prior to that, that was very good damage for Whitera, the way he was harassing the supply depot line. But yeah, when he lost the Oracle and the Stalker, that kind of backfired on him. If he kept those 2 units alive, then he would have been in a decent spot. But right now, I feel like Whitera is still going for some pressure, and their siege tanks. Oh, but the Marines are going back in base.
Oh, siege tanks.
Yeah, okay. The siege tanks are pushing the units back, and he has the Viking for the Oracle. So yeah, Whitera is going to be in a tough spot.
I think he's trapped. These units are trapped.
Yeah, the 3 Stalkers are trapped, so it's gonna make his position even that much worse.
Oracle's coming forward, trying to use that Pulsar Beam to just run out with the Stalkers to try to get damage done, losing all the Stalkers and the Oracle. Dragon surging even further ahead in that unit's loss tab, now 1,400 to 650 in favor of the Terran player.
The only thing that should be on Whitera's mind right now is how can I defend this counter pressure that's gonna be coming from Dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon is making a CC instead. Is he gonna go for it? He is gonna go for the counter pressure. So he's pressuring and he's X-wing behind this. I feel like if he okay, and Whitera is warping in units, so this is like the perfect situation for Whitera. He was behind. He was behind in this game, but yeah, Dragon. Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whitera just took Dragon completely off guard. Dragon was expecting Whitera to do what you suggested as far as figuring out how to defend the counter push, maybe setting up defenses back home. But no, Whitera warping in units offensively to take Dragon off guard. Dragon was caught unsieged, and Whitera was able to target down the tanks fairly quickly. And now he's going to be able to apply pressure to this natural.
That was a funny situation because Dragon kind of was caught with his pants pulled down.
Yeah.
So Whitera's the situation that he was in, usually a Protoss player is going to sit at his base and try to, pump out probes and try to hold out the counter pressure that's coming in from Dragon. Because usually in that situation, when the Terran kills that many units, and after like seeing how Whitera opened up, they tell themselves, okay, I have a really big econ lead. I took out a big part of his army. So all I have to do is just, turtle up a little bit, mass up, and go for the kill. But Dragon played it a bit greedy. He went for the 3rd CC, and he tried to pressure as well.
Yeah.
But Whitera probe cut, and he was going for units only. And yeah, so Dragon didn't have any production facilities to have a very big army. So he kind of got his kind of got caught off guard, and he's paying for it right now. But
yeah, Dragon's like unable to mine right now at his natural expansion. Tank doing a decent amount of damage here. We saw Whitera come in a little bit earlier, taking down a couple tanks. Pretty nice move there from Whitera, but of course he lost the Whitera in the process. But Whitera up 62 to 45. Like behind this, Whitera is making probes.
Main base, Oracle harass.
Oh.
Wow.
No turret
19
there either.
kills on the Oracle.
Wow.
That's what happens when you're not prepared for an Oracle, Axel. They kill 19 SCVs.
I like Oracles now. That's pretty sick.
Huge damage from Whitera. I felt like if Dragon had stabilized from this attack, he still would have been in a decent spot because Whitera doesn't have that many probes, and he's been probe cutting a lot. His double gases were delayed, and the army composition that Dragon is going for is very cost efficient, Marines and tanks.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not dealing with like any with any splash units or immortals. So I felt like he would have been in a decent spot even after the engagement in the middle of the map where he lost all his units. But that Oracle did a lot of damage, so
kills.
that put Whitera really ahead in the game.
Let's see.
There we go. GG.
I wanted to see. I just want to hit Control R really quick. Workers killed is 32 for Whitera.
Yeah.
Units tab, let's see at the end there, 19 to 46 in the Harvesters. So Whitera showing how to harass in Heart of the Swarm. He's going to take game number 4, which means we have a 2-2 series on our hands. And essentially now we have a best of 3. This started as a best of 7, of course, guys. Stay tuned. I got TT1 joining me with the co-commentary. My name's axeltoss. You're watching Heart of the Swarm exhibitions here from the MLG studio. Coming up next is going to be game 5 between Dragon and Whitera.